Hello everybody. So who am I? I'm Steve. I'm lead dev at that security company. My background is in developing software and broadcast media that served 14 countries across Europe. Previously of 2 fintech startups and kept my teeth in digital agency. A cybersecurity expert? I am not. So transitioning from developing for broadcast media to cybersecurity has been a bit of a daunting move. I was implementing the necessary steps as a software developer in the industries I was working in, but when you're writing software for the cybersecurity industry, it's a completely different kettle of fish. And the acronyms alone are an absolute minefield. So when developing for this industry, one goal I set myself is to make any software I write as accessible as possible to audiences outside the cybersecurity as well. If they can make sense of it, then I can make sense of it and everyone's happy, including you guys too, the cybersecurity experts. So I'm here to tell you about Corkscrew. We call it Corkscrew, that's our internal project name, but you'll know it as DracoEye. Right now, it facilitates searches across the industry authorities' IOC databases for file hashes, email addresses, IP addresses, and domains. As well as this, we're currently providing whois information for IPs and domains too, all from one search box, but this is just the start. We chose Corkscrew as a project name because we envisage it as a one-stop for everything. It's not just IOC searches, it'll be everything. And that'll include things like web server information, SSL information, screenshotting, to have I been pwned kind of functionality as well. That way it gives you the top level view, and then when you want to drum down into detail, you can do. So to quote my Director of Technology, Rich Benfield, we're not making a tool to change the world, just make it a bit more convenient. The idea behind the project is to pull everything together into one convenient place. From there, you can dig into the details through the likes of Alien Vault or ThreatFox. This way, you don't have to switch between the services in your toolkit, just one simple search in one convenient place. So I'll do a demo now. And as we know, demos never go right, so so bear with me.
I was thinking you're brave.
It'll either work or it won't. Righto. So this is what you see when you first come to the site. And we'll start by look at a file to see if it's vulnerable. So don't tell Eliza and Stephen, but I have a vulnerable file on my PC. But yeah, let's go ahead and add that. So there we go. It's got some.
Name said definitely is.
Oh
shit! This
is she full of vulnerabilities? That's the question. So let's go ahead and let's have a look at that file and see what comes up. So it looks like a file hash, and yep, there we are. We've got some vulnerabilities. So we can see that on Alien Vault and Team Cymru, that hash has been found in the database. And we can also, just like attaching a file, if we know the hash and we don't want to try playing with files, we can also just paste it in the search box and the same result will happen. When we attach a file, what we're not doing is sending that file to our servers. We're not touching that file. One, to ensure your security, and two, because we don't want anything with vulnerabilities hitting our servers. So what happens is it gathers the MD5 hash in the browser, and it's just the MD5 hash that we use for that. So let's go ahead and I've got a domain I know which is a dirty one, so let's copy that. Let's go back here. So let's see what that result would look like for, say, a domain. So there we go. Let me look that up. And boom, there it is. We can see we've got vulnerabilities. So at the moment, this is a MVC. It's the first part of the journey. So currently, there's a lot of scrolling, there's a lot of results. That's not nice. We're going to neaten that up. But we do have some filtering. So you can narrow it down to there. And let's go back to the slides. I won't go through IP addresses and email addresses. It's pretty much the same kind of thing. But it's that whole one box for everything and searching across everywhere. So let's go back to the slides. So what's next? We're looking at adding DNS record lookup for domains, SSL information for domains and IP addresses. And with that, what we hope to do is when you return, say you've got a nasty domain that's attached to a nasty server, we also want to look at the IP address and do a follow-up search. We'll be able to do that. And we're also adding currently have I been pwned-like functionality. And there's plenty more, but we're keeping some of our cards close to our chests. And then, second demo time, and I promise you, it is the last one. So let's go over to our development site. So let's just give that a refresh. I've been disconnected. There we go. So just the same as what we've seen before, but let's look up our friend's adult friend finder.
You're in the top 20 users.
Let me look that up. And so not only do we have the results that we already had before, but we've also got this pwned analysis. And this is how we envisage the tool growing so that it appeals not just to cybersecurity experts, but to a larger field of users as well. So we'll have this nice little bar jump into all the little bits of information, including what we currently have, the HEWIS information. I know we need a sticky toolbar on this one. The security analysis, which we already have, and then that pwned analysis. We're currently looking for a partner to work with for the pwned-like functionality, because we won't be working with Have I Been Pwned because reasons. They said it's not us, it's them. But there we go. It's not too bad. They sell their API, and we showed them what we're doing, and they decided that they didn't like how we were using their service, but we're doing nothing more than what they're doing, so never mind. Let's go back to the slides. Wrong tab. There we go. Let me get my notes back up. Sorry about this. I write software for a living, can you believe it? There we go, I can see my notes again now. So we're steering the roadmap around community feedback. We'd be keen to hear more from you on what you'd like to see in the tool and what functionality would be useful to you as cybersecurity professionals. So on that, I'll open the floor to any questions. Fire away, good sir.
API.
Yes, it is in the roadmap. So one of the things that we want to do is not only to have it as for our site, but we want to integrate it with the bigger tools which we're building. So this has been a Friday project for me in work. It's in my dev time on a Friday afternoon. But we can see a lot of value in opening up the API to allow it to be integrated into other services. So yeah, that's definitely in the roadmap. Fire away, good sir.
Can the user view hashes that have been looked up? As in, if I release the malware, can I track the people who have been looking at the hashes?
No. So by design, we've got no way to see what has previously been searched. However, we are looking to, when a vulnerability is found for a given hash or a given domain, we'll create an index of those, track them, and then we're looking to do some kind of subscription where you register your email address so you can monitor a given hash or monitor a given domain so you can keep an eye on how that changes over time. Fire away, good sir.
Given that MD5 hashing is trivially easy to cause a collision, please tell me you're going to support something a bit better.
We are indeed, yeah. Yeah, so this is just the starting point. So we're going to do SHA1 hashes as well. That's in the road. In fact, that's next on the development. You want to go further than that?
Yeah, SHA1's been deprecated since 2011.
Yep, cool. So yeah, we'll take that feedback and yeah.
SHA-256.
Yeah.
That's another factor.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll probably mirror what the big boys are doing. then that way, we've got that full coverage.
And then I was just going to say, if you're genuinely interested in user requests, because I'm enjoying using the tool, if you could add to your domain cleverness the ability to check for DKIM, SPF, email kind of stuff, that would genuinely increase its utility for people like me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll pass you my email address at the end so that I can get some more feedback from you, and then we'll pop it into the roadmap. But like I say, this tool is very much being steered by you guys. We come up with the ideas in our small group in our engineering team, but it's when we put it out to the community and that community provides us feedback that we get the, shit, that's a really good idea. Sorry for swearing.
You put something up there about SSL and things like that.
Yeah.
You're looking to, like somebody puts a domain in, it will actually do some scanning of devices and sort of TLS settings for that site.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So we're trying to give as much information in one place as possible. Not only as a security tool, but also as a diagnostic tool. So if you're rolling out services and you've got issues with SSL, then we'll be able to also provide you the information so that you can act upon it.
You can do that yourself or integrate it with something like...
It'll be an integration. Yeah. Our attitude very much is where there's existing services and they're good, there's no point wasting our development time and reinventing the wheel. So yeah, absolutely. We try to do everything on an integration basis wherever possible. Anyone else at all? Okay, so we've got some stickers, so feel free to take a DracoEye sticker, pop it on your laptop, hand them to friends. Yeah. Got no Snickers, plenty of stickers. But no, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.